There you go.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
There we
I
go.
can.
First off, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
This was a big one. I know we talked before the game, and you said this was a maturity type game for your club. How did they do?
I thought the second half was a little better than the first. I never thought we played poorly, but you could tell the urge to want to kind of be a little sloppy or just try to reach defensively, for instance, instead of it's really hard when you're trying to establish an identity of who you want to be, and it's very tempting to come out here and kind of get into an up and down ugly game, know that you can overpower your opponent a little bit versus doing it the right way. And so at halftime, I probably gave a more fiery speech at halftime of this game than I did of the Rice game. And I wanted our guys to come out and have a goal. I wanted to hold them under 50. And that was just not because we didn't press a whole lot in the second half. We'd already done the damage. We'd gotten a lead. But I wanted to make sure we got down and guarded and took that seriously. You know, when you're in a game like this, these reps for our young guys like Forrest Johnson, Josh Fillmore, and our newcomers like JaMychal Hawkins, I'm calling out a defense or I'm calling out a play or an entry into motion. One or two of them inevitably won't hear me. They don't understand how to hear that verbal cue and get into something. And so we kind of look sporadic on offense and defense, and they haven't been around me. Last year or the years past, I could change the defense on the fly. Can't do that this year because they just haven't had the reps with me and together. A game like this serves that so well. It's so important. It's not a wasted time. It's really important time. And, the fact is, and I told the coach this, Eric, their head coach, I said, we really respected you guys. We wanted to come out here and give our best performance. It wasn't like we wanted to come out here and goof around and not take you seriously. And he appreciated that and said it was an honor to play against the team and thought we were really good. And I meant that. This was not trying to exploit anything. It was just trying for us to play our best. And I think the second half was a little more focused and pretty good.
And you mentioned getting some newcomers, some reps. Great effort from the bench tonight. Ochi with 18 points, Fillmore with 15, and Cooper with 9. Talk about what that's going to mean for your team going forward.
Well,
those guys.
The scoring was good too because I think we were very unselfish. We had Dre had 10 assists and did a nice job. And it was just great for Ochi to find the basket again. He was 0 for 11 coming into this game on the season and really struggled. And again, some bad habits. He made a move where he drew a foul. He made that spin move where he was almost backing down blindly in the first half. That was the move that got him in trouble at Missouri. And that just shows you the vast difference between an SEC Missouri that's pretty good and the team we played tonight. And that's the thing that scares you as a coach, developing bad habits on offense and defense in a game like this, and that's what we were really trying to go against. We didn't have to run too much, but I thought, Dre, I wish he'd shot the ball a couple more times, but he did a nice job of really trying to distribute, got 10 assists. But, Ochi, he's a really talented player. For us to go as far as we think we're capable of, we need him to produce. And so I'm just glad he found the basket. He just, I can't put that confidence in him. He knows I believe in him. He knows I'm going to push him and I'm going to demand a lot of him. But he's just got to get in that mental comfort zone. I think last year he could come off the bench and there was no expectations. Yeah, I get 8 minutes, I get 10 minutes. I'll just do my thing and I'll throw in a few buckets and I'll jog off and everybody will be happy. Well, this year you're a fourth-year junior and the expectations are higher. And we talked before the game about not naming a captain for this team because in some artificial sort of way you end up making that person maybe try to be something they're really not. And since there were no personalities that were dominant like that, the one for all for one attitude, every man can contribute and lead on a certain night. Look at Josh Fillmore tonight, the freshman again coming in and giving us great energy. This is a place he has to get to where he feels comfortable and confident. We're not trying to make him uncomfortable. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself, but it's good to see him find the basket again. But there was obviously very consistent. We had 4 double-digit scores, 2 guys near, then everybody got in and scored, including our walk-on Antonio Evans, who did a nice job. It's going to be a good player for us, I think. It was a good stat stuffer. It was good to get home. It was good to end this week like this. It's good to be 2-1. But we've got 8 days now. We're going to take a couple days tomorrow. It's going to be a very academic day. shooting and weights on Saturday, and we'll come back with study hall and practice on Sunday. And, you know, LSU looming a week or so away, and then Western Illinois at home, and that's going to be a tough game at home for us, team out of the Summit League, and we're going to have to come out very focused. We need to get better this coming week. Jermichael Hawkins can't reach on an SEC guard. He can't play some of the things he did around the basket he can't do against an SEC guard. And I'm going to point those things out to him. So it'll be film time, teaching time, and hopefully a week to get better time.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Thanks for taking a few minutes with us.
My pleasure.
And
a late arriving crowd. I have to tell you, I was a little bit disappointed to begin with, but they got here, and I was pleased that the fans spilled in, and we got a pretty nice crowd. And I think they saw one thing we really wanted to do is make sure they didn't go away going sloppy team. We wanted them to go, oh, those guys play hard with the idea that maybe they'll come back and see us again.
There we go. Let's get ready for LSU in a week.
Very good.
Thanks, Coach.